What's up, YouTube? It's Quan and Holly.
Hey everyone, good morning. I hope everyone is having a great morning so far. We're having a pretty decent, great morning. We just kicked back in our reclined chairs after a clean day because on Thursday is our uh, annual cleaning day, so we got that done, and now we can just kick back, watch movies, watch YouTube videos, or whatever. So in today's video, we're going to be telling y'all, telling everyone, our viewers, what our favorite books are, and like ones that we got from the library as well, and some are going to be from our past childhood or adult books as well that we get from the library. So we're gonna get my husband Quan. He's already told me one of his favorites, and we're gonna read it. It's called A Fish Out of Water.
It's by Helen Palmer.
Alright, let me hold up there for the viewers to see. Alright, now tell us why you don't like it, or why it's your favorite, and how many stars.
Well, there's no reason for me to not like it, so I'm gonna say I love it because I'm actually in love with that book. Because when I was in second grade, I loved that book so much. I just love looking at the pictures. Like when you first open the first page, it has pictures of the fish like all over the spread out across the page, and the first beginning of the story, I love how he goes to the pet store and how he says that the fish is looking at him, and he says how the fish likes him. He said he think he'll call him Otto. So the guy at the pet store, Mr. Carp, had explained to him how much to feed the fish, no more than a little pinch. So he goes home, he starts feeding Otto, but later in the day, Otto he's seeing that Otto needed more food, so he poured the whole entire the food into the water, and which made his fish continuously grow and grow and grow and grow. And I love how he tried his best, try to make Otto smaller, give Otto anything that would fit his size, but everything was just too small. And I felt bad for that little boy, bless his heart. But he took him down. He called the police, then called the fire department, and they took him down to the local pool where families were not very happy because the fish was messing up everything, and everybody got mad at the little boy. Which actually, that's one thing. Actually, I did not like. They never gave the little boy a name. They only gave the fish a name, and they only gave the pet store guy a name. So that's the only two names throughout the whole entire story we know, Mr. Carp and Otto, which is very crazy. But I'm not even mad about that. But anyways, the boy had to do what the right thing was, call Mr. Carp. Mr. Carp came to the local pool and went down to the bottom of the water for some chaotic reason. But when he came up, Otto returned to his normal little small self. And that's why I love that story, how cute it was. Not only that, when I was in second grade, I read to the kindergarten class, which is my favorite book, A Fish Out of Water. That's how much I love the book.
Okay, so ratings.
And I get that 10 stars.
Okay, but what else? Do you give it a 12 out of 10?
I give it a 10 out of 10.
So then it's not like way up here then.
Yes.
Because way up here would be a 12. Alright, next let's do a classic Dr. Seuss one. Dr. Seuss eggs book. Alright. Yeah, I know most of, if you didn't read it, we at least heard of Dr. Seuss. I know most of us, even if we're just born in this century. Let's see if I can just get a picture. Okay, called Dr. Seuss Green Eggs and Ham. I remember this one very well. I love it because as a picky eater myself, I just don't eat just anything. I'm very picky. So he didn't want to eat green eggs and him because they're green. So he would say I would eat them on the bus, I would eat them on a tree, or I would eat them anywhere. Same I am. So I'm gonna give that one a good 9.5, and I'm gonna give it 5 stars. So have I'm sure you read this one.
Yes, I have.
So what's your take on it?
My take on it is I love how he was, yes, like she said, he was being picky, bless his heart. And what person wants green eggs and ham? Ham is good, but green eggs sounds like that. Sound like the eggs are rotten.
Unless it's the food coloring.
Could be,
I
but
think it had to be the food coloring.
But in real life, there's no such thing as green eggs. So I'm gonna get that story at 9.5. Although I thought it was very, very cute. But at the end of the story, I love how he was happy. He's all of a sudden he liked green eggs and ham.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Gust, the storybook. Gus the ghost.
Someone invited to visit.
Old story. Let's see what it's about. What do I do with it? Gus cried. This is Gus was a real dumb ghost. Ah, there. You probably didn't read this. It's a very old story. I tried to go to the library one time. Guys, let me show you about this. This one is a real old story. It's so old that the library down here in Salisbury, downtown Salisbury, don't even have. That's how old it is. It's called Gus Was a Real Dumb Ghost. And he wanted to be a writer just like me and my husband Corey and I both. But let me tell you more about that. He had this old-fashioned typewriter. If you weren't born in the 1992 or 94 like we were, or in the 90s or the early 2000s, you're like, what's a typewriter? Anyway, a typewriter is like the version before the laptop or the computer, the old version. Sorry, that was my get me an email. Anyway, so he sent it off to a publisher and got all those red marks. And red marks, as everyone knows, means all these errors.
Yeah.
So he went to first grade, and he went and this is Black Cat, by the way, and so he decided to go to school, and at first he wasn't doing too hot, but as a kid, there's also a mouse, and the mouse decided to go to school with him as well, and he has he carries this chain with him, he drags it with him as pots and pans, and he has a lunch box with a jack-o'-lantern and a book in his hand. And he looks like he's wearing a sheet because it has patterns on him. Anyway, if you do remember that book, please tell me I'm not the only one, and my grandma as well. Comment down below and tell me, yes, you do remember Gus, the ghost. And so eventually he graduated, and he said he was going to go back to typing his story. And so I give that one 10.
Well, from what I hear, I'm gonna give it a 7.
Hey, I'm telling you, as a kid's story, you have to at least give it, to be fair, 8.
Fine, I give it an 8.
You're not doing that story justice by giving it a 7. I mean, even though libraries are came in its time, back when libraries were first invented when her library, it probably had like 30, it probably had like 50 copies or more. Okay, that's how much I like it. um, Everyone knows, at least I've heard of Franklin. If you haven't seen the TV show, your parents' kids have gone to the library to see Franklin. They still, he's still famous. His books are still at the library. So Franklin books. All right. All right. Franklin. I'm gonna do under a list so I can get as many. Oh, I love Franklin. Everyone, I just love Franklin. I love the movies, the episodes, everything. So, show more. Start with. Alright. So this one is called Franklin's Blanket, and it's about young turtle that can't sleep without its favorite old wood blanket, and it goes missing. Franklin search it for help with his parents, and um, yeah. Anyway, so I don't remember how this one ended, but I give this one a 10. You remember this one, baby?
I do. I would get out of 10.
Okay. And it's by two people. I can't pronounce any other names.
This one is
It's up there.
okay. Paulette Burgess and Brenda Clark.
I give that 5 stars. Hey. Alright. Let's see. Okay, next. Let's see. Alright. Frank, hurry up, Franklin. Let's see, hurry up, Franklin. Story where Franklin sets off for a birthday party, but gets distracted by his friends, letting him being late. This book was published in 1989. Let's see, more images. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna give this one a 10. I mean, I can't see any reason to not give any little, even if I don't remember the whole story. But I would get this one. Franklin, hurry up.
No, I'm gonna give that a 10.
Alright. Franklin's Bad Day. Every time. Franklin's Bad Day. This one, even though, like I said, I dislike the snow, I just give this one a 10, because I just felt sorry for him that he was having such a rough day. See, usually you pick when it gives you the description. Definitely this one. Franklin's bad day. Let's see. It's about a young turtle who is having a terrible day because his friend Otter moved away. I remember his friend Otter moved away, and he was sad. He was. Here we go. This one. Who puts that stuff? Alright, there we go. What do you think of it?
I'd give it a 10.
Okay, can you give a reason?
Because it's cute. Because
Okay, what?
you say he ran away.
No, he didn't run away. I'm saying like, he had a bad day because his friend left
Yeah.
and moved away.
Yes. Because the reason why I give it a 10 because when kids have a best friend and their best friend moves away and it puts a strain on their heart. Like, well, not let me rephrase that. It puts a burden on their heart and makes it feel a certain way. Let's take Full House for example. Michelle's friend Teddy, he moved away to Texas. It put a burden on her heart and it broke her heart. And she didn't want him to move away. So she tied him up to a chair so he wouldn't leave. But just imagine Franklin did the same thing to his best friend because he wouldn't want him to leave. You know? Or let's just imagine let's also take Arthur, for example. Let's say Buster had to move away. Let's see how Arthur would have felt about that. So, I'm pretty sure Franklin feels the same way about his best friend. See, when kids have best friends and they move away, it's like they lost a part of them. So that's the reason why I give that a 10 because it's heart touched.
Okay, I think the story says the fall Franklin the turtle as he tells a lie to impress his friends and then finds himself in an embarrassing situation when he has to prove it. I'm gonna get that one a 10. Franklin Fibs. You remember that one?
No.
I'm sure we read it together. Now we're at the one that's lost. Okay? Ready?
Okay.
It says Franklin is lost. I can give this one a 10. I'm gonna probably give Franklin all 10 to be honest with it. Okay. Okay. Franklin's lost in childhood photo about a young child who displays his mother's warning not to go to the woods alone while playing hide and seek. Franklin gets lost and becomes frightened, but he remembers to stay in his shell and wait to be found. His parents eventually find him. Remember that one?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I'm gonna get that a 10.
And why?
I'll just give it a 10. That's all I'm gonna say. Give it a 10.
I mean, what do you like about it?
All I like about it because it's Franklin. Because
Okay.
I remember as a child.
Okay. Franklin is bossy. Straight falls Franklin. Franklin the Turtle as his friends stop playing with him because he always wants to pick the games that make the rules, teaching him the importance of what's that last word right there? Last word right there. Let's see.
Compromise.
Huh?
Compromise.
Okay, compromise. So, let's see. Okay. And these are all made by the same people. Again, I'm gonna give it 10 and 5 stars. What about you? You remember this one?
Yep, I give it a 10.
Okay. Let's see here. It's probably good. I remember this one. Where it is. Room is messy. Franklin is messy. Franklin's messy room causes him to lose his belongings, including a sword he needs for a game. To solve the problem, Franklin needs his parents organize his room by using boxes for different items and a hook for his sword. Okay? Okay? Now, most parents can say that their kids' room look like this, but when I was a kid growing up, I kept my room nice and neat. Not that I lived in like a strict house or in a military where everything had to be, everything. Not anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, I didn't live in a strict house, but a strict rule house where my room had to be neat all the time. I just was naturally like that. I just kept it that way. What about you,
I'm the
Klein?
same way. I can't stand a messy house or a messy bedroom.
So you remember this one, and what'd you think about it?
I was, I think it teaches kids how to be clean and teaches children that you have to keep your place nice and tidy. For let's say, for instance, if his mom and dad say you got friends that come over, you want to keep your place clean so for when your friends come over, they don't have to worry about stepping over anything or you got to worry about them falling down, getting hurt in a messy bedroom.
Right. And
So
clothes everywhere,
right,
trash everywhere.
no, not only that, you want your place, you want your friends, your guests to come over into a clean and healthy environment, so you don't have to worry about them getting sick.
I remember this. Franklin plays soccer. I'm already gonna give it 10. And I'm a sports type person. I just love I just love Franklin. I just love that they're playing soccer and the rabbit and and what's her name is beaver and the raccoon and probably his friend the bear.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's about Franklin tries to be the best player on his team, but eventually learns that working together and having fun is more important than winning. That is true. Again, I give all these books a five stars and 10 out of 10.
Agree.
Show you guys a picture.
And I like it because it's soccer, because it's sports.
Yes. And that's something that if you have a son or a nephew that or even a niece that they would like it. I'm not saying that this is one gender. You know, it's either for boy or girl. It's for both. You agree, babe?
I agree.
Oh yes. Let's see. What's our next book on the list? I know there's so many Franklin books. I just love them all. You want to collect them all? Franklin goes to school. 10 out of 10. It's 5 stars. It's about Turtle who's nervous about his first day of school. Well, that's most kids. Uh, but some are not. Some are happy about the first day of school. The story follows Franklin as he experiences a mix of excitement and fear. But ulti- ultimately finds God, darn, it's a long word.
Reassurance.
Oh, reassurance from his teacher, Mr. Owl, and his family. And yep, and that's about it. That's how it's described it. Let's see, images. Like I said, I'm gonna give 10. What's your feel on it, babe?
I would give it a 10.
And why do you like it? Because it shows kids that it's okay to be nervous on your first day of school, and that you will meet friends.
That is correct.
Or that you may not meet your friend on the very first day, but give it time, and you will meet a friend. Will it be on the playground or somewhere?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it takes time to meet friends. You might meet someone that day, or you might meet someone within a week.
That's right.
Franklin rides a bike. I remember this one very, very well. Story follows Franklin as he becomes discouraged after falling repeatedly, but his mother, which is Turtle, obviously with that said, if he's a turtle, his parents are turtles, encouraged him to keep trying until he finally succeeds. See, that's why I love parents that encourage you to do something, whether it's bike riding or reading or activity. It's just saying, oh, look what you did. You didn't ride your bike right. You did it wrong, or you didn't do that problem right in your homework. Parents should encourage you. Say, well, yeah, you didn't get that problem right, but try again. I'm sure you get it next time. And like I said, 10 and 5 stars. And tell me if you've seen this book, and I'm gonna turn it over to you, and you tell me about Bite Right, and tell me what you think.
I'm gonna give that a 10, and because about what you said about discouraging and encouraging. See, when I first learned how to ride a bike, I was learning with training. I couldn't learn. Guys, the crazy thing was I never learned how to ride with training wheels. My dad was always hard on me. Every time I fall, he'll get upset. He'll lose patience with me. But check this out, guys. Anytime I fell down, get upset. Fall down, get upset, get back on. I never wanted to learn. I never wanted to ride because, for one thing, I was scared I was going to get hurt really bad. And check this out. Years later, I got a little bit older. I was 6 years old. My cousin had this bicycle, one training wheel. It took my cousin, I had 3 cousins that taught me, and the bicycle that had the one training wheel, they said they took that training wheel off. They said, "All right, Quan, just focus on where you want to go." I said, "Okay."
That's right.
So they told me to just pedal. They pushed me, and instantly, I learned just like that. And from that day to this very day, I learned to ride a bike with no training wheels, but I never learned to ride with training wheels. Isn't that backwards, guys? Because all you need is somebody with patience and somebody who's been through it and somebody with that has that gentle, soft touch and who's happy and everything. You know,
Can I say one
that's
thing,
what we
babe?
need.
It may be backwards, or maybe not. You guys can let us know what your opinion is about it. But my opinion is it doesn't matter as long, at the end of the day, as long as you learn.
Well, just like my little cousin, I'm not gonna say his name across the internet,
Well, that's
but
fine.
he never crawled. He just walked, just like that.
Let me. I'm not a baby expert, but as I have seen and read, as many people have on the internet, that's how it is. Some 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 toddlers learn how to walk before they crawl, and some crawl before. It just depends on the baby.
That's right.
It really does. All right. Next, so you give it 10
That's correct.
and 5 stars.
Yep.
So next one is Franklin wants a pet. Well, let me say something about that. A lot of kids, not all, but a lot of kids when they get a certain age, like 6, 36, they say, "Mommy, Daddy, can I have a pet? Can I have a goldfish? Can I have a cat? Can I have a dog, birds, snake, whatever?"
Ugh,
Yeah. Me, I'm sorry to the people that love them, but I'm sorry. Don't hate me.
No snakes.
Hey, I really strongly
The devil's a liar.
hate snakes. Sorry. So sorry to all the snake lovers out there, but I strongly afraid and dislike snakes. So
Yeah, the devil is a liar.
okay. So anyway, with that said, and this Franklin story, the turtle wants a pet and proves to his parents that he can be responsible for one. Well, there is one step. If you really want a pet, you have to prove to your parents that you can be responsible. And
It's like for instance, hear me out. It's like take Pikachu. He's a stuffed animal, and if you can clean your stuffed animals, keep them clean, change their clothes, wash them up. If you could take care of a stuffed animal like a child, you can take care of a pet.
Well, I think parents would want you to take one little step more and show that you're willing to clean the dog poop outside,
right?
Or like clean the litter box out if you have a cat.
Well, that's my point. I was just using him as a point.
Okay.
Like our pets, they need to be bathed. And let's say, for instance, if Pikachu would have got stains all over him, it would be the child's responsibility to clean him, keep your stuff, keep your polishes clean. Cause what child wants a dirty stuffed animal? And just like a family, who would want a dirty dog? Who would want a dirty cat?
Anyway,
all that falls in that category.
So I'm gonna give this story 10 and 5 stars. What about you? And did you remember reading this one?
Yes, 5 stars, and I'm gonna give it a 10.
Excellent. Okay, so once again, he about responsible for one, and it says ultimately chooses a goldfish. So I remember this one. I don't remember the whole thing, but anyway. So images, and here we go. Franklin wants a pet. I remember when I was like 10 and I wanted a cat for my birthday, and my grandparents took me to, let me tell everyone about a story. I don't know if I told you the full story, but we went to a pet store in Salisbury, Maryland, somewhere in here, somewhere, and for the sake of me, for the love of God, I can't remember. And no, it's not the Humane Society. It's not PetSmart. It's somewhere. It's probably a place that's no longer here. That's probably why I can't remember it. Mm-hmm. But basically, long story short is that my grandparents, they took me to this pet place. They took me, and I saw the mommy cat. And I saw these other cats. And I saw this one particular one. I said, I want that one. And so she was white and black, and she had a pouch of black right here. She was so beautiful. I used to call her Snow White, but then I changed her name to Snickles. as she got older, or nickname we call her Snowball. Anyway, but as she got older, she got unfortunately she got really fat because my grandma would overfeed her. Anytime she wake her up in the middle of the night, she'd go and feed her, and then she got very sick, and unfortunately my grandparents one day had to take her to the vet and put her down. It was just the best. It was in her best interest, and I know she's in heaven now.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. See, I grew up with cats. I love cats to the end of this earth. I had this one cat who was my favorite pet. His name was Smokey. Every time I go to bed, like it was my bedtime. When I go to bed, I'm half asleep sometimes. All I feel is him jump on my bed. I feel little teeny tiny paws walk across my bed, and there's Smokey with his eyes lit up. You know, a cat's eyes glow in the dark.
Yes.
And he sleep right next to me. I remember one day he fell down the stairs. I said, "Oh no!" My dad laughed at him.
Wasn't nice.
Me and my stepmother like, "Whoa!" I jumped up just as quick. I ran over to him and said, "My baby," and all that.
All right, let me show them the book real quick. There we go. Anyway, continue your story.
Yeah. Anyways, even though my stepmother says Smokey was mean, but he was really sweet to me.
Oh yeah, that I'm glad you mentioned. Same thing with my cat. She was nice to us, but like we always had to put her in our grandparents' room because we were just afraid that she would bite some stranger. Not that she would, but just in case, because she wasn't my I'm not gonna say I'm saying my great grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my great grandmother. She said that she was poor evil. I'm sorry to say that, but about my cat. But I mean, she really wasn't evil. It's just maybe to like someone unfamiliar. She would hesitate, and we never had any problem of her really biting any stranger. But it's like she would bite us sometimes. Well, like if you try to mess with her, she or scratch at you. But that's what our cats normally do anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story. Get that in a minute. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. But anyway, just so when we invite someone over, would be say one of my grandparents' friends or someone that we completely didn't know. We still want to take that chance. We just didn't want to take the chance of her if she was out and like because we didn't know what she would do and we didn't want something bad happening.
Yeah, my cat Smokey, he scratched me a couple of times when I was a kid because I was playing rough with him. But no. I was playing. He was playing rough. I was playing rough.
Okay.
You know, we're boys, but he didn't mean to. Instantly, he felt bad about it and came over to me and
well, as long as you want like rough.
Oh no. I cried. He felt bad and everything. But later that night, we still slept together.
But you know what? Our cat did love us because I could tell because anytime my pop would have, let's take for example like vanilla
Ice cream.
No. Comes in a cup.
Yogurt.
No. Pudding.
Pudding black.
Well, some people like it, some people don't. Anyway,
but not this
she knew that he would give her some, and she was smart too. He would have a little pillow for her next by the TV in our family room, and she would go over there patiently laying there and looking up at him, and then when he was done, he would take his little finger, dap, 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 let her lick, dap, 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 lick, lick, lick. And we have this little ball that's made out of like not cotton, rubber maybe. And I take it, bounce it. When she was younger, she flip and get it. Like she would lay under the table, and the minute that I take it, bounce it, she'd take off and grab it, flip in the air. That's when she was younger. She could do a lot. But as she got older, mostly she would like just find a place, sleep, and just chill, and just chill.
Yeah.
She was a lady cat to the end. Anyway, you get the picture. I don't think she was really evil. But my great grandmother thinks she was. She said she was born with evil something in her. Anyway, so let's move on.
Guys, if you think cats are the great, comment down below.
And
please like.
Just like in this movie watch on Hallmark, if someone is generally not at least like cats are not my favorite, but they're okay. If you generally hate cats, and I'm sorry, I don't trust anyone that don't at least like them.
Just like the Hallmark Christmas movie, Nine Lives of Christmas.
That's why I was referring to.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that because you can't trust nobody who don't like cats.
I mean, it's just like dogs aren't my favorite, but I don't hate them.
Yeah, I mean, like dogs are me and dogs are pretty cool. They have to be a certain type of dog, but a certain type of personality. Put it that way. But cats, they're more cuddly. But dogs are snuggly too because they got feelings just like anybody else. I like dogs, cool. But you know what? Holly and I did say that if we were to get a dog, we'd get one like as a protector.
Yes. And by protector, I don't mean like one of those big bulldogs. I mean like just like an average like medium. But then if they sense someone coming into the house, they protect us and our future kids.
Just like cats, they could sense when they're like and when they're not like.
Okay.
All right, let's move on.
Yes. Franklin and the Tooth Fairy. I'm gonna just give this one 10 and 5 stars. Let's see. Franklin the turtle worries about losing his tooth. Losing his first tooth because he doesn't have any. When his friend Bear loses a tooth, Franklin learns about the Tooth Fairy and tries to get his parents by a present. I saw the P word and thought it was parents. But anyway, a present by leaving a rock under his pillow. I'm gonna pause right there. That's unique. Usually kids would think really like candy or something, but a rock? Interesting. Let's see. What do you remember, and what do you give it?
I'm gonna give it 5 stars and 10.
Okay. Let me check. And do you remember Franklin's story about him losing his first tooth?
Yes.
All right. Awesome sauce.
Well, lunch will be in 10 minutes.
Well, let's just keep on and go a little bit over. It's okay. I just want to go as many books as possible, and I'm gonna give one more, and then I'm like you choose. I remember this one very well. Franklin has a sleepover. Guess who? With his friend the bear. I just told the whole story basically. Franklin the toad first sleepover with his best friend the bear. The story explores theme of friendship, heart, sickness, and courage as Bear gets nervous and misses his own room. See, that's some kids are like okay when they're the first sleepover and they don't miss it home at all. But some kids they're excited the first sleepover, but then as the evening and night goes on, they start to get sad. And the reason why they're sad is because they're homesick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give one, even though it's sad, I'm gonna give this one 10 and 5 stars. And do you remember and what you gotta say about this one?
Yes, I remember it. 10, 5 stars.
Alright, there we go. Alright, give me one of those names, and I can pull up here, and then we'll go, and then we'll pick one that you read at the library. So what's
one at the library. It's called The Parachute Kids. It's a comic book. It's about a.
Okay, wait, let me. The voice is on. Just can you give it the name
The
again?
Parachute Kids.
Alright, let's see. It says it's a 2023 graphic novel by Barrett C. Tang about three. I can't pronounce this, but T siblings. They're the T.
Tia Wentz.
We went siblings who are left to find to fend for themselves in California while their parents return to Twain. The book explores themes of family, culture, adaptation. I think it's how you RACISM,
Racism.
and the challenges of growing up too young, based partly on Twain's own experiences as a parachute kid.
Mm-hmm.
The story follows the siblings as they navigate the new school language barriers and each other's conflicts while also dealing with bullying, which we all know. Do not bully your friends. Do not bully someone that you see that is having a hard time in school. No, absolutely, I'm against bullying.
Me too.
And so this is your book, so I'm gonna let you have that. First, I'm going to show them the cover. The picture of the book, and then you can explain.
It's about these children who comes over to this country in America, but they get a temporary green card, but their parents could not come over, but their green card, their little thing over here in America had ran out, but they still was able to stay. But the older sibling was left in charge of the younger ones. But their brother, he gets hurt trying to defend himself, and their younger sister, who's the youngest, was into everything. But the older sister was always working a lot. But their mother heard about everything that was going on here in America, but she wasn't happy about everything. But their mother wound up coming over to America, and they was able to stay. And that's one thing I love about it. But check out the boy.
Back up a little bit, please.
I mean, I know I was giving him It kind of reminds me of Sokka about the facial features. You know,
you talking about Sokka from the Airbender?
The last Airbender.
Yes. All right, so rate it's.
I'm giving 5 stars and a 10. I enjoyed it.
Now, what's the other book that you returned? The first book of the 3. What was the name of that?
That was a long title. I have to look at it on the phone, but I can't.
Is there a way you can find out by looking up online?
Yeah, I have to go into our comical library.
Let's see if we can do that real quick. Funny. All right, viewers. While he's looking up on the library website, I'm gonna take this time to ask you guys, what's your favorite books? Is it novels, or do you like children's books? You know what? It's okay to like children's books. You know, I think when people grow up to be adults, they're too much in a hurry to or they forget about what it's like to read children's books. And you know what? Like I said, me personally, I love kids' books. I don't care. I got a whole stack right here. I got one. It's called Disney Princesses, plural. Disney Princesses. It's got 3 of them. It's got It's got Mulan. It's got Princess Jasmine, and it's got I always forget to pronounce her name. She's from the movie Brave. It's yeah, pronounce her name Meryl. I think it's Meryl. I think it's Merida. Apostrophe S. Anyways, from the movie Brave. It's from the movie. She's from the movie Brave. So if you seen the movie Brave, you know what Disney princess I'm talking about. And then I got this book. I haven't read it yet. It's called Trick or Treating in the City. I'll let you guys know in our next video how I like that. And this one is called the Christmas Book Flood. Another one that sounds interesting. Haven't read this one either. Next one, another book I haven't read yet. It's called Counting Christmas. And so this one looks cute, like a little cute kid's book to read. And Santa and the City. Looks like another cute Christmas book. Can't wait to read it. Oh, in our next video, or tomorrow, if I get to all these, I'll definitely let you know and rate all these and let you know how it is and if I recommend it and everything. Santa sleigh is on its way to my house. A Christmas adventure. Now this one looks like a kid would absolutely love this.
Guys, I'm trying to look for this, but apparently it's not showing me. Which is okay.
Well, can you, even though you're not done with it, can you tell me, look up the one that you're currently reading, and anyway, the last one I got here is Disney Junior Fancy Nancy. Now, if you're growing up and your kid is in this generation, you were they were heard of Fancy Nancy. It's a TV show, and this is 5-minute stories and includes 12 fancy stories. Can't wait to read that one and let you guys know what all these stories, if I like them or if they're just okay.
Alright, this book.
Let me look up so I can show them the
picture. It tells me everything was about on this.
Well, I also want to have the picture, so can you tell me the name?
It's called How Dare the Sun Rise.
How Dare the Sun Rise book. Alright.
Yep.
Let's see. It's memoir by Sandra Long and I cannot pronounce. The book details her experience as a
Yorin Yamana.
No, this.
Refuge.
Which is her, again, her trauma and her journey to overcome it through autism and art. It is a young adult and non-fiction book that has received CRITICAL
Critical
ACCLAIM. Yeah. Acclaim for its powerful and inspiring story. So while you tell more, I can just show our viewers and everyone the picture up close.
Yes, and I'm gonna read to you the full story. What it's actually about. It says when Sandra was 10 years old. When wait, actually, I showed you guys what this book was about on another video, but I don't mind showing you guys again. We'll tell you guys again. It says when Sandra was 10 years old, when she found herself with a gun pointed at her head, the rebels had come at night, wielding weapons, torches, and machetes. She had watched her grandmother and 6-year-old sister were gunned down in a refuge camp far from their home in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The rebels were killing people who weren't from the same tribe. Goodbye, life, she said to the man ready to shoot her. Remarkably, the rebel didn't pull the trigger and Sandra escaped into the night. Thus began a new life for her and her surviving family members with no home, no money. They struggled to stay alive. Eventually, through the United Nations Refuge Program, they moved to America only to face yet another ethnic disconnect. Sandra may have crossed an ocean, but there was now a much wider divide she had to overcome, and it started with the middle school in New York. In this profoundly moving memoir, Sandra tells the inspiring story of her survival, of finding her place in the new country, and of her hope for the future. How Dare the Sun Rise shows the unrelenting strength of one incredible young woman and her family, unveiling how she found a way to give voice to her people and begin the path to healing through through art and activism. So this story is really sad and still it's heart touching. I haven't gotten to the end. I'm almost to the end, but in the meantime, I'm gonna give it 5 stars and a full 10.
Well, why don't you tell us your since the last time, like from the beginning to where you're up now, like do you like what do you like about it, or do you like it more, and like tell since since the beginning and up to now, like the stages, and why you like it, or why is it sad to you?
The reason why, because it's about a black woman, and
Okay.
me being who I am, I can connect with her because as in a way you would think it has something to do with what my ancestors were going through. So I would say, even though that stuff never happened to me, I'm not bringing slavery or anything of that stuff into this. I'm gonna keep that out.
Right.
And but my point is, she's like one of my ancestors. Could be. Who do I? She may have the same skin color as I do, but I would say it's crazy and sad how what people of color have went through.
Right.
So that's why I'm going to connect myself to the story and what she went through. It makes me feel sad. That's why.
Okay. And so as goes on, do you still like it, or does the book get like more interesting or less interesting?
It's more. It's getting more interesting, and that's why I love. I mean, it makes me want to sit back and just read more and more and more without even putting the book down.
Right.
But that's just who I am anyway. When I read books, I just don't put it down.
Excellent.
You tell them how I read all day.
Oh, guys, if you let him, he'll probably spend at least from morning to afternoon. Like if he had nothing else to do, or if we don't have anything to do, like on Thursdays besides cleaning, he would literally just sit back in a kind of chair like this and like for like 3 or 4 hours straight read nothing unless he has to get up to get go to the bathroom, lunch, or dinner, and that is the truth.
But
for hours and hours and hours.
Yep. Every now and then, if I feel sleepy, I'll close the book for 20 minutes and lay back, rest, and then I'll pick the book back up and just read again. Went over an hour now.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, and we'll tell you more books. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us and watch our video. And remember to hit the like button and comment down below and subscribe. Peace. Have a great blessed day.
Later.